Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. And I want to expand on the subject called the spark. Reason being because I talked about it yesterday and I wanted to share some more on that subject. So, to begin, this fellow that we see right here.
And you can see that there's these interesting effects that occur where these three different samples intersect between 710 nanometers, and 525 nanometers. Okay, I know this is getting technically boring, but there's a reason why we want to go through this. So a moment ago, we were talking about musical scale and 432 hertz. So we did these experiments and we showed that if we put music essentially into these electromagnetic coils, that we could accelerate the way that people healed. What does this have to do with wavelengths of light and lobster blood? Is there any possible connection? So the immediate thing that we notice is that if we start with a 432 based tuning and then we double the number, we're going up in octaves. So here's what I did. I took 432 and you continue to double it. And you can also put this into a online calculator for converting frequency over to wavelength. So there's a number of ways to make this calculation, but basically you can convert a musical note over to a wavelength of light. So that's what I did here. And we end up with 400, when you do the calculation, you end up with 432 hertz equal to approximately 631 nanometers. Now I'll tell you why that's interesting. It's interesting because in the scientific literature, 630 nanometer light is one of the wavelengths of light that's used to turn on mitochondrial function. And 440 hertz is not. All musical instruments should be tuned to 432 hertz because it is harmonic with the human body. It actually promotes energy and healing. Alternatively, we can use 630 nanometer light to turn on mitochondrial function.
Now, the information that's being shared in this video is from the founder and CEO of LifeWave, David Schmidt. And I don't know how old this video is. It could be 5 years old, or it could be maybe recorded just recently. I don't know exactly. However, I personally have known about 432 hertz for, I would say, a good 4 years. And when I discovered something, or let me start that. I started to explore the idea of frequency and its effects on the body, because there were things that I personally was experiencing when I played my accordion. And this story goes back to the 90s, actually, 1993. And the example I'm going to share is tied to a radio, turn dial radio, specifically an alarm clock that I have, where back in 93, I discovered where the presence of my hand in relation to the alarm clock when the radio was playing distorted the radio signal. And when it happened for the very first time, I remember that case like it was yesterday, essentially because it's something that I've never forgotten because it was so pronounced. But at that time, I never understood why it was happening. And one of the reasons why it was happening was due to 528 hertz. And I say this because, let me see if I can grab it here without taking too much time. Okay. Is this right here. This is an accordion that I got, or that I played when I was 16, 17 years old, back in 1993. Hang on. So that note that you hear, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, maybe you can. It's hard to hold this and show you. So this is set. The calibration of this chromatic tuner, you can see on the screen, if I'm not moving too much, on the top left, 444. So 444 hertz. And you see how it's tuned? It's tuned. I'm playing C note, the note of C. And it's showing that it's tuned, that note is tuned at 444 hertz. I discovered this back in 2022 after I brought this accordion home from the office, which was in the office at supply management at the city of Calgary for almost 15 years. And I had this accordion in the office because I would play Happy Birthday for people. But going back to 1993, I was exposing myself to the frequencies from this accordion, and it was causing the bioenergy, I call it the bioenergy, the auric energy in my body to change, and it was affecting the radio back in 1993. And I never understood why. And then when I brought this accordion home after I resigned, I noticed that this was detuned when I was playing along with some other recorded music. I was practicing. I thought, oh, I'm going to use this accordion today. And I noticed the difference in the frequency. So then of course, I take this guitar tuner and I measure it. And lo and behold, I discovered it's tuned at 444. It's a different frequency. So was I reaping the benefits of playing this accordion back in 1993? I would say the answer is yes. And I didn't even know. Back in those days, people would say, oh, Gordon, you look pretty young. And I did. Why did I look so young? Well, I think one of the reasons was because I was playing this accordion like crazy. And I was reaping the benefits from the mitochondrial activation in the body. So when I see this video saying that all music should be changed back to a harmonic frequency, I think that's true. Now, which frequency is the best? Well, 432 is a specific frequency, and I can tune my guitar to 432, A meaning key A40, 432, but I can't technically retune this accordion because the reed blocks are inside, and that requires a lot more effort to do it. Can it be done? The answer is yes. In addition to that, when I was competing in competitions, there was one competition that was down in Kimberley, BC. Call it the old time accordion competition. When I was there, one year somebody said to me, "Secrets are hidden inside the accordion." I said, I never understood what that meant. What is the secret inside the accordion? Well, when I see this Titano, it's tuned at 444, and I played this song a lot. So here I'm playing that dee 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 dee. I'm playing that 5. So when this note at C at 444 hertz, it's actually resonating at 528. Believe it or not. I can show you. Music. See if it'll work. Oh, of course it's not. Let's see if it'll work. So I'm just gonna. See? I'm just trying to get it here without. It says 522. Or no, hold on. 526. So it all depends on how accurate this thing, like this X is. Sonic Tools. Of course, it's not downloaded, so let's see if it'll do it this way. This one here, the app actually shows the frequency. Yes. See? So this is C note. That's 528 hertz. Even though it's tuned, A is tuned at 444. Or C is tuned at 444. But it resonates at 528. So it's very interesting for me to have made this discovery so many years later. And how it connects to that video right there by David Schmidt. Now, can I reap the benefits of 432? Yeah, I can. Because I also have a guitar. And And so people who know how to tune a stringed instrument, you can do that very easily. So here's my guitar. I'll show you how to do it. So you take your tuner, and of course it doesn't want to turn on, and you take the reference frequency. You see it changed now from 444 hertz. I've changed it to 432. So now all I do is retune it. I can't see it. Let's see if I can see it this way. Should be E. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me just see here. I know I'm playing around with this, but you get the idea. So you can change the frequency of the guitar to 432 and then play the instrument, learn how to play it, and use that as a trigger for mitochondrial development. So as a musician, I know a few that actually look pretty young and they're older. Why is that? Well, because if they detune the instrument, then they reap the benefits from it. Can you do that? You can as well. And speaking further about frequency, so there's also a thing called Schumann resonance. So if people are following that as well, it's known to have an effect on your body and how you feel. So if you're noticing changes in that, then you're also sensitive to it. Can you help your body cope with that? Yeah. And one of those ways is to make sure that you're drinking the cleanest and most absorbable, which I call deuterium-free 114 degree molecular bond angle water. And the reason being is because it's resistant to high frequency, one being 2.4. And I know this for a fact because Richard out of Vancouver talks about actually demonstrated the effects that the water has and the strength that it has on coping with the frequency. So can you protect yourself from a cellular perspective? The answer is yes. And that is by way of drinking the cleanest and most absorbable. So how do you get that? Well, if you tuned into yesterday's episode, I showed you exactly how I do it. And can you do it? You can. You have to buy the machine to make it yourself, or you buy it from somebody. And if you'd like to buy it from me, I'll ship it to you. Have to just get myself organized. I've been just not focused enough. And a lot of it has to do with time. because um, it's work, and it's one of those things that I just have to get around to doing it. So when I do, I will show right here on this channel live how I packaged it. And if you want it, then I'll post it up on eBay and you can make your purchase. So, and when I ship it, it will be in food saver bags. So, you know, they're sterilized, they come sterilized, they're ready to go, and I will just fill them up and ship them. So, for those who are interested, click a like on this video, please, to let me know. And then that'll give me motivation to actually follow through and package it and get it ready to ship. All right? And then and when I do decide that, I'll actually share the listing as well. So you know you're getting it from that it's my listing, not anybody else. I've had the account for 20 years, and you'll see the connection when I reveal it. Okay? So, if you want to learn more about frequency and other things that I've posted about, scan the QR code, visit unlockyourbioenergy.godaddysites.com to find the other articles that I've blogged about and so forth. And when you visit that webpage, you'll see the buttons here, right? So this is where you can search how to find the technology with LifeWave. It'll take you to Start X39, which is this page here, where you can see all the content there. It's very, very well done. If you want to make a purchase, click here, and it'll take you to this website, which you see on the screen there. All right, and here you can find the different phototherapy patches. Yesterday I spoke specifically about glutathione and what spark is necessary to activate that. So go back and watch the replay to learn more about how I connect some dots for you. And then further, to feel the benefits of the X39, as I do each and every single day, to improve mental clarity, the rapid pain relief, and reduced inflammation, improved skin appearance, enhance your sports performance, increase your energy and vitality, and faster recovery from exercise. So yesterday I did chest and triceps, where I really made the biceps scream as I made the lats, and I recovered from it already. And so a lot of that has to do with the choices that I made. I had some eggs yesterday, so after talking about glutathione, I was inspired to make sure I got full protein profile, and I did that. So to place your order of X39, which you see me wearing right here, let me show you again. It's right here. That is the X39. Today is day number 200 and what did I say it was? 67. And when you're ready to make your purchase, scan that QR code. It'll take you to the location where you can purchase it directly. It costs about a patch. Using one patch per day is about a coffee. So ditch the coffee, try the X39, reap the benefits, and you'll see you don't need to have coffee to have mental sharpness. You don't need it, because if anything, coffee is going to rob the magnesium out of your body, and it's going to hurt you if you're exercising. And I know this for a fact because I couldn't figure out why my leg was cramping so much back in the days of working out at the water center at the city of Calgary. So with that, let's get on with the workout. And I'm going to move this out of the way here. My music instruments. And going to start with doing the 9-minute warm-up. See if it, yep, okay, it's playing. So I'm going to set the metronome at 165, as I did yesterday. So that's the tempo. And I just realized I didn't grab the rope. I like to keep it warm on the hot water tank. All right. I'm going to turn on the heart rate monitor so you see it blue light there. It's the only thing I like to, how would you say, wear. I don't like wearing a smartwatch. Even though I did back in the day, I no longer wear it. Because I found it was doing more harm than good. So I can tolerate this for, 20 minutes, half an hour, and that's it. I don't wear anything else. So, let's begin. The 9-minute warm-up. And then after that, we're going to do chest and triceps. So I'll be incorporating the vibration plate as well. Okay, what's going on here? Come on, play. Let's go. All right, there. If this pace is too fast for you, you can go slower. This is the pace that works for me to help warm up the body. Before I came downstairs, I did have a pinch of salt as part of my pre-workout routine. All right. Just doing a basic boxer step. Do all kinds of little tricks. What happened here? Oh, something's up. Still going? Yep. Huh. So again, when there's 2.5 minutes left, I will increase the intensity today again, where I will turn off the metronome and just switch between double unders and just a regular bounce, so single bounce. So we'll do 8 dumbbell unders, and then 8 regular skips, and then back to 8 double unders, and then back to 8 regular skips. So this is a regular skip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what I will do, and just zigzag back and forth between the two to finish off the warm-up. And in doing so, we'll see if my heart rate goes up again today, as it did yesterday, where I hit a maximum of 212. And here I am again today, wondering if it's going to happen again. My all-time max is 217, which the app that I used to record recalibrated itself. It prompted me whether I wanted to do it, and I said, yeah, okay. And if I get higher than 218, then it'll recalibrate again. It'll ask me if I want to do it. So I have been curious to see if that will ever happen again. And hence why I'm live streaming it, so then you get to see it firsthand in real time. And to prove to you that drinking 114 degree molecular bond angle water that is deuterium free actually really does something for the body. And this is why when I say there's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise, and this is the reason, it's because of my heart rate. There's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise. Because when it happened for the first time 4 years ago, which I blogged about, that's when I realized that there's nothing that can replace the power of water. Nothing. And its importance on the body itself. Alright, so 10 seconds. We're going to start with switching to double unders. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Here, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my heart rate. All right. First exercise will be a decline push-up, and I will be using the vibration plate again today. I've got the perfect push-up. So these guys here, they swivel. So that allows me to change the angle of my elbows. So when I'm pressing, I can go this way, and allows you to work the different areas of the pectoral muscle. And doing it this way actually works very well because of I know it works very well because I can feel the tension. All right, so I'm gonna switch back to heart rate monitor. Oh, and of course I didn't even record the start there. Silly me, but I have the actual record here. So in the on screen, so I'll be able to watch the replay and get that number to see where it was at, because I did see it. All right, so let's begin with doing a decline push-up, and the vibration plate is on steps here, so it's higher, changing the angle, so it's more of a downward push like this, you know, like that. And let's begin. So as I described, changing the angle of my elbows, farther away from my torso. Now bringing it back in, out. Just realized I didn't set the metronome. Setting it back to 60 beats per minute. So here I am now doing a explosive, slow negative, and hold it isometric here. 3, 4, up, down, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, explode. Now slow negative, double, 3, 4, hold, 1, 3, 4, keep holding, 1, 2, 3, 4, explode, up. Hold isometrically, 1, 2, 3, 4, keep holding, 2, 3, 4, up. Now I'm taking a 12-second negative, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, explode. Ah, wow. It really works, the pectoral, I can feel it. Tired, the pectoral. Wow. holding. Keep holding. Keep holding. Wow. Gosh. Keep holding all the way to the finish. Wow. Whew. Feels very good. All right, so that was the lower pectoral doing the decline. Now, I'm going to switch to an incline. So that's where I'm going to take the vibration plate. And this time, add the Bosu ball. So that way, it raises my feet off the ground because I still want to continue using the swivels. And this way, having the swivels are easier on your wrists as well because you have a solid connection like a hammer curl. All right, let's go. Hold, 2, 3, 4, explode, up. Hold, explode. Gosh, wow, couldn't explode out of it. It was really hard. So, showing me hip fatigue already. First one, I really put in a lot of effort for that decline. I can really feel it. Negative. Wow. Wow. Broken a sweat. Wow. Oh my. Try one more push up. All right. One thing I realized I probably should have done this in reverse order, doing the incline first. Because I'm gassed. I don't have the strength. So I'm gonna try doing the incline, which is the last one. All right. So this is where I take the booster ball and I put it on top of the step, and I have a non-slip cabinet stuff, so it doesn't slide, not that easily. I'm gonna try to put this over here. Let's see. Then I can kind of see the angle if it's enough of an incline. Oh gosh. Just gonna move this out of the way. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Wow. Arms are fatigued. Oh. This is hard. Very, quite difficult. No. I can only get the negative. Gosh. Gosh. All right. Wow. All right. Next is facing towards the Okay. So what I'm going to do is tricep extensions. Make sure this is nice and even. Okay. Then, so I've got two bands attached, one at the top one about this height. And since the triceps are fatigued already, there we go. So I'm squeezing the glutes. And the core. Don't use your thumbs like I just did to help hold the force the triceps to do the work. Three, closer. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Another explosive and oh. Slow negative and explosive. Bang! Ah. Wow. Huh. Wow. Wow. And explosive. Right, back, explosive. Wow. This variation really makes you do the work. It's sufficient overload or resistance to really force the muscle to activate, and when you combine it with the vibration, it's very, very pronounced activation with the resistance. Just want to triceps to get some blood back into the muscle a little bit. Just kind of 30 seconds. Okay, we're almost done. So try to strive for 30 minutes. No more than that for these kind of workouts, because it is a lot of time under tension. But it's, if you want results, this is one way you can really change your body with the vibration. All right, squeeze the glutes. Now we're getting the activation at at the fully extended tricep. So here, you really have to squeeze your glutes to hold this, to force the triceps to do the work. You want to be able to throw farther, regardless if it's a baseball, football, basketball, volleyball, spike harder. This is what you do. Wow. Wow. The triceps are burning. Oh my goodness. One more rep. Wow. That was solid effort today. So I forgot to start the heart rate monitor at the very beginning of the session, so I don't have the 9-minute warm-up results in this, but in the replay you'll be able to see what I hit, and I will be watching it to see what that was. So today's hold on, today's date stamp. So you see here, January 6th, 2026. Starting time was at 10:21. All right. And then my heart rate here reaching a maximum of 150 during the resistance training portion of today's workout. So after recovering from the 9-minute warm-up, my heart rate just above 100 there, you see, and yo-yos back and forth all the way through the rest of the workout. So I have had periods of recovery, and I think it was a solid effort today. I definitely can feel the effects of the triceps or the resistance. So if you want, like they say, the pump. I don't know if you can see in the light. So this type of workout really does the job as far as maximizing the time but also the tension underneath to make sure the muscle is doing the work, and you create the micro tears in the fibers, so that way it forces the body to repair itself. And when you combine the repair process with that of the X39, as you see here, it is remarkable how it affects the recovery process, and to be able to do the exercise day in and day out. There's nothing worse than going to the gym and you put in the effort to create fatigue. You want to stimulate hypertrophy by reaching failure. And I do that with the bands and the vibration. And then it's another thing to make sure that your body's capable or has the spark to repair itself. And that spark can come by way of using the X39. And there's nothing you can say to convince me that it doesn't work in combination with the cleanest and most absorbable water. It's night and day difference. And I've been doing this a long time as far as exercise goes. And I remember the days when I first started the program with Jeff. And Jeff, if you're watching, then that means I have your respect. And that means a lot to me. So, follow along. Share with your friends. That QR code right there, that's what I ask in return for your support. If you like what I'm doing here to help motivate you, to show you how you can change your body with, you don't have to spend 3 hours in the gym. I don't like spending 3 hours. Half an hour in the gym is enough. And if it's enough for me, it certainly can be enough for you. So we'll see you tomorrow for Wacky Wednesday. Eat well, rest up, and get your X39. Bye for now.